I did this thing this morning, and it was one of those things that I think you can all relate to. I prematurely popped a pimple, and it's like not ready, and it looked like it was ready, and now you can see it's up here.
Right, you bruised your face.
Yeah, I was like so bummed.
That's a deep
I
one.
saw it, I was like, should I pop it? No, it looks like it's ready to go, because when it's ready to go, and it does go, you're fine.
It's very satisfying, too.
Yeah.
That part I don't like. But I just like that it goes pretty much on my face. They go away as soon as I pop them. But now I've turned it into Mount Kilimanjaro. Anyway.
It's angry-looking little fella.
On this radio show, there's a little bit of a theme this morning, and I think that theme is with the women on the show getting in trouble with the law. Both of you. Who wants to go first?
Peyton.
I don't think mine is. Seriously, they got down on me. Okay, so I coach high school girls basketball. This is our third season that we've been there, and I've never had any issues like parking. I've never had anything like that. So on Wednesdays, the Chandler School Districts, they have something called block days. Basically, it's like on Wednesdays, you go to periods 1, 3, and 5 for 2 hours, and then periods 2, 4, 6 the following day, right? So on Wednesdays, they have a 5th hour basketball class. So that's when we come in and we get to do practice at 12:30. So we're done with the day by 3. It's awesome. I love it, right? So I'm pulling into school and it's 12:30. So kids are still like on campus, right? But I'm staff. I can go on campus, whatever. So I go into practice and I park in like staff parking, like over by the parent pickup. And I walk out and I like look at my car and I'm like, what is that? And right on my window is this massive, bigger than a postcard size sticker that says, warning, you will get towed or booted. Parking in staff parking without permit. And so now I have this massive sticker, you guys. You cannot get this sticker off. Like,
if it's a warning, it shouldn't. That's crazy.
Oh, it is brutal. Like, have you seen my Instagram story, Kyle?
I saw it.
Oh my goodness. It is like they did me so dirty.
It's like half of a page of paper.
It's
that's
massive,
giant.
and it is stuck on my driver's side window. It's like obstructing my view.
That's not cool.
It's hard to take off, right?
Oh, it is so hard to take off. So you guys know me. I am drama to the 9. So I called our head coach. I said, oh, I'm fired up. I'm walking right down to the admin's office right now. This is insane. So I go in, and I'm like, hi, I've been coaching here. Like, I'm all putting my face on. And then the athletic department's kind of in the corner, and they kind of hear me over there. And I walk over, and I'm like, hey, listen, who put this sticker on my car? I got a problem with everybody in here. And then I started going on this whole tangent because our high school girls basketball team, for the first time like ever in the 6A region, we're in the top 10. Like, that's like awesome for us considering our last 2 seasons. So I'm like, we deserve better. Girls basketball. This is how you treat us. You give us warning tickets on our parking spots. So I had a whole drama, but now I have to figure out how to get this thing off my car.
So it's on your car still?
It's stuck on my car, but like our AD, he's super awesome, and the guy that kind of helps out with the gym, they said during practice today they're going to help me try to get it off. So.
But it's on the driver's side?
On the driver's
So you're like driving with...
Oh my gosh.
You guys know my friend Brad? I told you guys met Brad. He's like 6'8", big, tall dude. Him and I worked together a long time ago at a radio station, and I got one of those one time. And the person came out and they told me, I was like, oh, hey, and I became friends with the security guard. So the security guard, one day I said, can I get like 5 of those? So they gave it to me, and every day I put it on Brad's window. Every
so
day.
lame.
And I didn't tell him it was me, and this guy would he would park legally, and he would have a meltdown.
Yes.
He was late to appointments because he couldn't get it off the windshield. But his was exactly like yours, but bright orange.
Oh my goodness. And it is like a pain to get off.
So then
You need, like,
Kyle,
a razor blade or
you
something.
had a run-in with the law as well.
I sure did. I was on cloud 9 yesterday, right? Went to go see my favorite person, Jamie Comstock at the Comstock. She pumped my face full of Botox. Couldn't hold me down, right? And after Botox, if you look at my face, it kind of looks like Scott describes it as like leprosy because half the makeup's on, half the makeup's off, right? That's going to come back. And I picked the kids up from school and they're actually getting along, and I'm on the phone with my dad, or we're having this great conversation, catching up to catch up, right? And then all of a sudden I look in my rearview mirror and I see those lights behind me. And I'm like, I was like, Dad, I got to go. He's like, what's going on? I go, I'm getting pulled over. He's like, you're getting pulled over. I'm like, I'm getting pulled over. I got to go. Right. And so I start to, it's like your heart just drops. Right. And I think the kids started to feel the stress and they're like, you're getting pulled over. And I was like, I'm getting pulled over. And they're like, what's going to happen to you, Mom? Are they going to take you away? And I'm like, it's okay, you guys. I was probably just going a little too fast. Okay. So the officer starts to, walk up and I roll my window down and, he wants to see the license and registration. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to give you my license right now. I just need to figure out how to open my glove box and then I'll get you the registration. Because in my car, you don't just reach over and pull it open. You have to go on the little iPad thingy and you have to open up the right menu and you have to find the right spot where the glove box button is.
How complicated is that?
Yeah, why would they make that an extra step?
I'm like, already an idiot. And the officer's like, you'd be surprised at how many people in Teslas don't know how to open their own glove box. I'm like, I'm not alone.
Oh my
So
God.
anyways, I give him my information. He's like, I pulled you over for 2 reasons. You rolled through the stoplight and you were going too fast. And I'm like, great. Here's 2 whammies. Like every time I've ever been pulled over, like it's always like, there's no warnings. Like, so he goes back takes my information. He goes back to his car and the kids are like, freaking out, right? Like, what's going to happen? What'd you do? And I'm like, well, a couple things could happen, right? I'm going to maybe get a couple of tickets. Then maybe you have to go to traffic school, pay some fines, hope the insurance doesn't go up. Maybe, let's cross our fingers, he could give me a warning. It's never happened, but let's just see, right? So he comes back and he's like, your registration's expired. And I'm like, third whammy. Okay, and your address on your driver's license is incorrect. That's supposed to be corrected within 10 days of you moving. I was like, I think I did that like 4 years ago. Like I'm positive I did that because when you change your address, you can also change your address for voter registration and all the mail has come to me. So it turns out he looks at the kids in the back seat and he's like, I'm going to give you a warning for the speeding and the red light, but I do have to give you a ticket for your registration and you need to change your address immediately. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And he's like, how many kids you got back there? And I was like 2, and I rolled down the window and he gave them both like junior officer stickers.
Oh, that's cool.
And he's like, listen, if mommy's going too fast, you tell her you're junior officers. You tell her you slow down or you're going to give her a
So they're
ticket.
going to take
And
that
they're
job
like,
seriously.
great. And Easton goes, Mommy, I'm telling everyone I'm a junior officer. It's like, okay, buddy. And then come home and Scott goes, did you have leprosy still on your face? Because
your face is all jacked up.
No, I don't leave the house without putting my makeup back on. You know this. But guys, for the first time in my life, I got a warning.
Yeah.
I mean, I still got a ticket, but I also got a warning.
It's not 5 tickets. It's not 4 tickets.
Exactly.